Right. Just like we have promised, we'll be looking at financial maths. Let me share my screen. Good. Right. I hope all is well now. So we are going to be using one of the past question papers. That is, it's actually the exemplar question paper. Do you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. So we'll be looking at financial maths. What we are going to do with financial maths is we are going to pick some of the important formulas. For example, on simple interest formula, it is given by A equals to P into, anyone who can help me, P into 1 minus what? 1 minus IN. Do you still remember that one? 1 plus IN. Do you see that?
Yes.
Then we are also saying A equals to, so this is the simple interest formula. Then the compound, it says the compound interest, it says what? A into P into 1 plus what? I to the power N. Are we following up there, guys?
Yes.
Yes, this is what we did in grade 10.
Yes, sir.
Then in grade 11, we now introduced to say the compound interest, we gave it as A equals to P into 1 plus I over M to the power Mn. Do you see that one, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right. What is A? Can you give me what does A represent? What's A in all of these formulas? What does A represent? Okay, what does P represent?
Principal amount.
P is the principal amount, the amount of money you started with. Right, right. So what is A then?
The final amount.
The final amount. Or the accumulated amount. Are we getting that one? Which is the final amount at the end of the investment period. I, what's our I?
Interest rate.
I is our interest rate. Then we are also left with M. What's our M? What does M represent? What does M represent?
Time interval.
Sorry, it's the number of compoundings. Number of compoundings per year. That, which means in how many times are we adding interest? Are we getting that? So, for example, when it's compounded monthly, when it's compounded monthly, what's our M? It means M is equals to what? To 12. Are we getting that one? Then when it's compounded half yearly,
2.
M is 2. When it's compounded daily, when it's compounded daily, what's our M?
365.
365. Right. Then from there, right. Then yes. Then from there, let me take from the list of formula. We also have the other important formulas which we use them when on depreciation. Depreciation is given also by A equals to P into 1 minus IN. This we call it the straight line depreciation. This is the straight line. This is the straight line depreciation. then also A equals to P into 1 plus I to the, do you still remember this one? And this one, we call it the reducing balance depreciation. Is the reducing balance depreciation. Are we all there, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's all right. Then from there, let's now look at now in grade 12. That's when we looked at future value formula. The future value. Copying from the list of formula is also there. It says the future value f is given by what? X into 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 all over I. This is what we call to as the future value formula. Then we also have the present value formula, which is given by x into 1 minus 1 plus I to the power n is to the power of minus n all over I. This one we call it the present value formula. Right, thank you. There's somebody who still is having background noise. Please, can you help us? If you think you're the one, we are hearing some background noise. If you are having background noise, please unmute yourself. Sorry, mute yourself. Right. So look here, the future value formula, we use it when you are putting money aside on a regular interval. For example, when you are putting money aside monthly, so that you can be able to use that money probably at the end of 5 years. So when you are depositing saving money monthly for a period of time, then you want to use that money later. That's when we use the future value formula. Then the present value is used when you are is used when you are borrowing money. So whenever you are taking a loan, we use the present value formula. Loan probably to buy a house, loan probably to buy a car, or loan probably to buy to start a business. And also one other thing that you must also know, that the loan to buy a house is also known as a bond. Then now, can we move on, guys? Are we still together?
Yes, sir.
Can you still, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Chantel, okay, it's all right. Misha is on mute. Okay, good. Now, let's now look at the next thing. The next thing that we are now looking into is we want to be able to use these formulas to do some examples, probably. For example, here, can you see the question that is on top there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, can somebody read the statement for us? Spell question number 7.
Pogazi bought a house. She paid a deposit of 102,000 rand, which is equivalent to 12% of the selling price of the house. She obtained a loan from the bank to pay the balance of the selling price. The bank charges her interest of 9% per annum, compounded monthly.
Right, thank you. So let's break down the question. Let's break down the question. This was a kind of an easy question, but if the moment you fail to understand the question, you lose it all. The question here is having how many marks? It's about 16 marks. But the most important question there is 7.1. That was the most important question. It's saying Sipokas bought a house. She paid a deposit of 102,000 rands. So we are told the deposit, and we are told that the amount of the deposit is 102,000, which is equivalent to 12% of the selling price. So which means here we are not told how much is the selling price. We don't know how much it is. But we are told that she obtained the loan from the bank to pay the balance of a selling, which is equivalent to 12% of the selling price. She obtained a loan from the bank to pay the balance of the selling price. The bank charges her interest of 9% per annum compounded monthly. Determine the selling price of the house. So which means here we don't know how much is the selling price. So question 7.1, look at it, it's only 1 mark. Is it 1 mark? How many marks is question 7.1?
1 mark.
It's 1 mark. So which means here we are saying we are told that we don't know the selling price, so we can let the selling price be X, because we don't know how much it is. So which means here we are saying 12% of X, which is 12% multiplied by X, is the one that is giving us 12% multiplied by X is the one that is giving us 102,000. Are we getting that one, guys?
Yes, sir.
So which means we are saying 12% of that price is the one that is giving us 102,000. So which means here I'm going to divide both sides by 12%. Again, this side by 12%. Is there somebody with a calculator close?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So when you say 102,000 divided by 12%, what do we get?
850,000.
Which means X is equal to what? 850,000. So this is the amount of money that was borrowed. Is there anyone with a question here? Okay, good. So let's now move on. Question 7.2. The period of the loan is 20 years. She started paying the loan 1 month after it was granted. Yes, there's somebody talking?
If I used a different formula to find the selling price, will they make it correct?
Surely, what did you do? You are allowed even to write on the screen, it's okay? If you are able to write on the screen.
12% and said.
Hello?
I say yes, sir. I said
Yes.
102 divide by 12% and 100%.
You said 102 divided by what?
Divide by 12%.
Okay, you just
100.
did times.
Yes,
Okay, that's it. Or you can just simply say 102. It has to be 102,000 divided by 12%, which is 0.12. So if you can just do it straight away, there's no problem. I think it's okay. Can we therefore move on now?
Yes, sir.
Good. Are you able to rub off the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyway, let's leave it like that. Now, the next question here is saying the period of the loan is 20 years. She started repaying the loan 1 month after it was granted. Calculate her monthly installment. So here we need to be able to know which formula is that we are using. Which formula do we use here?
Present value.
We use the present value formula. So which means now here we are saying on 7.2 we are saying the present value formula is equals to x into 1 x into x into 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I to the power minus n all over I. Are we all there, guys?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, which now means here we let's go back to the question. The question is saying the period of the loan is 20 years. She started repaying the loan 1 month after it was granted. Calculate the monthly installment. Are we getting that one?
Yes, sir.
Good. So which means the monthly installment we are looking for is X, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So what is the present value? How much did he therefore, how much did the Sipokas borrowed from the bank?
102,000.
From the bank, 102,000. Let's read the question. Sipokas bought a house. She paid a deposit of 102,000. So which means if you pay a deposit of 102, you did not borrow that amount. You went to the bank with already, because remember when you are buying a house, you must be having something already, which you use as your deposit. So which means can we agree to say that 102,000 is the man is the deposit, which means he was already having it. That is not the borrowed amount. Okay, let me ask this one. How much was the house? How much was the 850,000? And Sipokas was having how much as a deposit?
102,000.
102,000. So how much money was borrowed from the bank?
748,000.
How did we get that one?
You subtract.
850 subtract
Yes.
102.
Yes. So we are saying our present value is equals to 850,000 minus 102,000. Are you agreeing with me there?
Yes.
Right. So which now implies there that what is the what sorry so what is the present value?
748,000.
748 what? Thousand. Are we getting that one? Is equals to x. X, we don't know our x, right? 1 minus 1 plus. What is the interest rate here?
It's 9%, isn't it? 9%.
Oh, okay. Let's go back to the question. What is the interest rate? Can we see?
9%.
It's 9% compounded monthly. So which means we say 9% compounded monthly. That is divided by 12. So this is a 9% here. Are we all there?
Yes.
To the power of, we are told that is 20 years. How many months are there in 20 years?
240.
So which means to the power of minus 240 all over our interest rate, which is to say 9% compounded monthly. Do you see that one, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. So which means you are going to use your Casio here. You punch the whole of this thing into the Casio. The answer you get, you divide it into that one. So what do we get here for our X? What do we get for our X?
6,729.95.
6,000,
729.
6,729 point what?
95.
95. Who's talking here?
Sosa.
How's it, my man?
Some good.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Right. Right. Are we all happy with that?
Yes.
Right. Good. Now I like the next question. It's saying how much interest will she pay over a period of 20 years? How much interest will she pay over a period of 20 years? Round off your answer to the nearest rand. So over a period of, so we want to check how much was the interest. So for us to be able to find the interest, those that are doing accounting will tell you that interest will be simply the amount of money that you have paid minus the borrowed amount. Does that make sense there?
Yes.
Yes. So it's the amount of money that you have paid minus then you subtract the borrowed amount. So which means our interest will now be equals to amount paid minus the borrowed amount. Borrowed amount, which is simply the present value. Are we getting that one?
Yes, sir.
So if I may ask, how can we get the total amount paid?
X multiplied by 240.
Yes, that is X, which is the monthly repayment multiplied by 240. And how much is the monthly repayment? How much? It's 6,720.95 multiplied by 240. That is the amount of money paid back to the bank. Then we subtract the borrowed amount. How much money did we borrow? How much was the present value? Can you see the present value here?
Yes.
So which means we are subtracting how much?
748,000.
So how much was the interest? So how much was the interest? It's too much. I'm hearing someone saying it's too much, right?
Too much. The interest is
Yes. How much is it?
it's 1,615,000.
1 million?
Yes, right. 1 million.
Oh,
Sure, no.
1 million.
Oh, the interest is not 1
People are not agreeing. We are saying
the interest. The
Yes.
interest is 615,000.
Are
509.74.
you agreeing?
No.
867,188.
Sosa, Sosa,
That one.
Sosa, are you sure you're using a Casio, my man?
So I'm using a cash. Oh yeah, you're right. It's 886 something. Yeah,
Okay, how much is it?
it's 867,180.
867,188. I guess they say to the nearest 1 rand. Yes. So can you see that banks are in business?
Yeah,
How much did you borrow from the bank?
748,000.
You borrowed 748. But at the end of 20 years, you have paid the 748. On top of that, you will have paid again 8 and almost 900,000. Can you see that one?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. They're in serious business. They're in serious business, right? So why is that so? Because the banks, they know the value of money. They know the value of money. You must. One thing that you must appreciate is the value of money. It is the value of money. It is the value of money over a period of time. So that is very important, right? Now let's look at the next question. Now, calculate the balance of your loan immediately after the 85th installment. So, which means it's the outstanding balance, right? Yes, outstanding balance. Which one is the formula for outstanding balance?
Future value.
Outstanding balance. Which formula do we use? We are all quiet now. We are stuck.
The present value formula.
We use the present value formula again. That sounds like Ceci. Is that Ceci talking? Yes. Good. So the present value formula is given by what? X into, do you still remember it?
1 minus. Yes.
Right. 1
Plus
plus I to the power minus N all over what?
I.
All over I. Are we all getting that one?
Yes.
But the most important thing now is your N. Is your what?
N.
How do we find the N?
We subtract 85.
From what?
240.
From 240. Because the N must be the payments to go. How many more payments to go? That's our N. Are we getting that one?
155.
Which means our N is equals to what?
155.
155. Therefore, which means the outstanding balance will be now. What's our X, good people? X. Remember, X is the repayment. How much are you paying?
729.95.
Sorry? What's our X?
1,700. 6,795.
Yes. So which means our X is 6,729.95 into 1 minus 1 plus. Our interest is still at 9% compounded monthly. Can you see you gave me 155? Close bracket there, all over our I, which is 9% over 12. Good. What do we get there? Anyone who is fast on the question?
615,509.74.
That is the outstanding balance now, which is 615,000. Was it 615,000?
504. 509,74.
509.74. Good. That's our outstanding balance after 85 payments. Anyone with a question there, guys?
Understand.
Nah.
Are we happy with that?
Yes.
Yes. Then from there, look at this one now. Look at the next question. She experienced the financial difficulties after the 85th installment and did not pay installment for 4 months. That is 86 to 89. So 86 was installment number 86 was not paid, 87 was not paid, 88 was not paid, 89 was not also paid, to make them a total of 4 unpaid installment. So calculate how much Sipokas owes on a bond at the end of 89th month. So look here. The thing here is, this is what we call as the deferred payments, which means for one reason or the other, if you cannot make your financial obligations, if you cannot meet them, you can always go to the bank and tell them, look here, guys, I'm having some financial difficulties, right? Probably my daughter or my son is going to university. I can't pay for January and February. So they are not going to repossess or send you out of the house immediately. So the thing is, the bank will always, okay, sit down. Then the most important thing that they do is they calculate the outstanding balance. Therefore, how much is outstanding? Are we getting that one? And how much have we found on the outstanding balance? How much is the outstanding balance? 615,000. And you must know that this outstanding balance is the money that, say for example, today you win lotto and you wanna repay, you wanna pay back all their monies. It means you're gonna pay 615,000. That's what outstanding balance means. But now this is outstanding balance which you are owing to the bank. So what is the bank going to do with you for the 4 months that you are not going to pay the loan?
Interest.
They add interest. Simple. They are in business, remember, right? So which formula do we use? Yes. So which formula do we use to put in interest? Which formula do we use for interest? Yes, we use the compound interest formula, okay? Which is saying what? A equals to P into 1 plus I over M to the power of what? To the power of N, where N is the number of months. Are we getting that? Good. So how much is our P now? How much is our P? Or what's our P?
615,509.
Yes. 615,509.74 multiplied by what? 1 plus, what's our interest rate, I?
9% over 12.
9% over 12 for over how many months?
4.
4, which means it's how much now?
634,183.81.
634,000
183.
183.81.
81.
Can somebody confirm that?
That's correct.
It's okay. So can you see, which means there the interest, that is the interest, almost 30,000 that has been added because you did not pay for 4 months. So So, which means this becomes the new present value now. Are we getting that one, guys?
Yes.
Right. This is very this is very important. Now let's go back to the question again. What was the question exactly saying? She experienced financial difficulties. Then the question is saying, calculate how much Sipokas owed on the bank at the end of 89th month. Can you see how much she is owing? Is that okay?
Yes.
She is owing this much already. You can always think now what would be likely to be the next question now. Now, the next question, which means it will be coming from this one. Let's look at the next question now. The next question is saying, she decided to increase her payments to 8,500. So, which means the installment has increased. Are we seeing that one? So she decided to increase her installment so that she can cover up. Are we getting that one?
Yes.
From the end of the ninth month, how many months will it take to repay her bond after the new payment of 8,500? Is that okay now, guys?
Yes.
So we are saying our new X value, how much is she now paying per month?
8,000.
8,500. She has increased monthly installment. So which means we are still going to use the present value formula, which is X into 1 minus 1 plus I to the power minus N all over I. Do you see that one?
Yes.
Good. So what's our present value now? What's the present value, if I may ask?
63,634,000.
Our present value is what? 634,183.81 is equals to what's our X?
8,500.
8,500 into 1 minus 1 plus what's our interest net? It did not change again. To the power of minus N. We don't know. Remember, we are looking for N actually. Are we getting that one?
Yes.
All over 9% over 12. Can you see that our N is in the exponent?
Yes.
What do you think we are all going to end up using?
Log. Okay.
Sorry?
Log.
Which means we are going to make use of logarithms. Are we getting that? But anyway, first things first, let's take this 9% compounded monthly. We multiply it by this. We multiply it by to that side, to the left hand side. 12% over 12 times, so 9% over 12 times 634,183.84. Have you multiplied them?
$4,756.38.
4,756.38.
38.
Don't round up now. Point.
37.
378.
378,575.
8575. There are too many numbers. Yeah. Okay. Is equals to 8,500 into 1 minus 1 plus 9% to the power of minus N all over 9% compounded monthly. Do you see that? Oh, sorry. This part is out now, right? So which means we now divide both sides by what? 8,000 what?
500.
Yes, 8,500 on both sides. What do we get now? Here it
0,
becomes
5, 6.
5, 6.
Okay, that's it.
5.
So don't round off, guys. We round off at the end. 0.5.
5, 9, 5, 7, 3, 9, 5.
5, 9,
Ah,
5,
5, 5.
5, 5.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry?
9, 5.
9, 5. 9, 5
7,
again.
3. Our 7, 3.
7,
7,
3.
3, 9, 5.
9, 5 is equals to 1 minus 1 plus 9% to the power minus n. Do we see that one?
Mm.
Good. So here we need to be smart now. We need to be smart. Okay, which now means we are saying 0.55957395 is equals to 1 minus what do we get here? 1 plus 9% over 12. What do we get on that one? 1 plus 9% over 12. What do we get here?
1,0075.
It's what? 1 point.
Yes.
Mm.
1.0075
75.
to the power of minus n. Do you see that one?
Yes.
So we are now solving the equations, which means we can even take this to the right hand, to the left hand side, and this one goes to the left hand side, to the right side. So we interchange these ones, so that this part is positive. It will be 1.0075 to the power minus n is equals to 1 minus 0.55957395. What do we get there? What do we get when you
0,
subtract
0.44.
0.44?
0,44.
Yes,
04,
04
2605.
2605. Are we getting that?
Mm.
Right. Then we are now using logarithms, which now means here, and remember, this is your base again.
Mm.
The base remains.
The base.
Yes, the base remains the base, which means it will be minus n is equals to log. So which means it's log of what? The top part is 0.44042605. Right, in base what? 1.0075. Is that okay there, guys?
1,007.
So which means minus n will be equals to what?
Negative 109,74.
Negative 109 point what?
74.
74. So which means here our n. So how many months are those ones?
110 months.
110 months. Are we getting that one? So which means here you always round up. You round up. For example, if it was 109.1, 109.1, you still make it. You still round it up.
Accurate something, where the best remains the best. Ne? So, which means you're calculating that exponent.
Right, can we? Right, so that was the question. Is there anybody who has a question before I round up the question?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Okay, so as I round up, what we have done today is just in a nutshell, we are saying that somebody bought a house, and the trick part of today's question was the fact that They did not give us the price of the house. What they gave us was the deposit. How much was paid as deposit? 102 was paid as deposit. So which means here for you to be able to find the buying price, sorry, the cost price, how much was the house? You would say now 102,000 divided by 0.12. Do you get that one, guys?
Yes.
Right. That's how you get the money. Then from so the cost price of the house. After getting the cost price of the house on 7.2, we are now using the present value formula. We use the present value formula, but first we had to look for the how much was there for the deposit. Sorry, how much was the borrowed amount? The present value is the borrowed amount. And how do we find the borrowed amount? We say the cost price minus the deposit that you have paid. That will be your present value formula. Then on 7.2, we calculated the interest. How do we calculate interest? We say interest is the money paid minus the price, the cost price of the house. Sorry, the money paid minus the borrowed amount. Are we getting that one? And the money
Yes.
paid, yes, and the money paid, you always get it by saying the monthly installment multiplied by the total number of months minus the borrowed amount. Are we getting that one?
Yes.
Then on 7.4, they were asking on outstanding balance. We agreed that the outstanding balance, you get your outstanding balance by using the present value formula. But now your N, be careful with your N. Your N will be how many more months to go. Are we getting that?
Yes.
Good. Then on 7.5, there is an issue there. She cannot pay for the 4 months. We called that the deferred payments. If you are not able to meet your financial obligation, we agreed that the bank will help you by saying, okay, relax, sort out yourself, but the bank will always go and add in interest for those months only that we have not been paying. Then 7.6 there, it was just saying now from the 90th payment, therefore, how many more months will she pay if she increased the payment by 8,500? That is 16 marks. So one good thing about financial maths is it's a topic where we can easily get marks in the examination. And it doesn't waste a lot of time. Are we getting that one?
Yes.
Yes. I just hope that all that we have done, probably it has helped you. Unless if there's somebody with a question. Yes, we can hear. Sosa has been talking. Pabalo. Vincent, anything that you want to say?
Mawal Sarawon.
Are we okay?
Yes, sir.
Kristen and then we student number 26732. Diana, you're too quiet. Gertrude, you're quiet. I hope you guys have managed to understand that. Matraku is also there. Lulu. I'm seeing some names here. Yes, guys, use your real names on Zoom, right? So that I can know you. Right. Right. So, guys, see you tomorrow. I'll be sending a list of names, the names of learners that I would want to see. But anyway, thank you so much. Keep on revising your mathematics. Also, don't forget all your other subjects. Please revise all your subjects, even those subjects that you are going to write last. Find some minutes, some minutes to be looking at it, to be looking at those subjects. A distinction in maths only, I always say, it will not take you to university unless you pass other subjects, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But the distinction in maths is the best. Are we getting that? Do you have a distinction in your maths? Then we talk about others. No, thank you so much, guys. God bless you.
Danko.
Bye.
Danko.
Hi, sir.
Bye bye. See you guys.
Sharp.